Let's do it.
Ooh. Holy cannoli, does he smack?
Does he smack?
He smacks.
He smacks. Welcome back to the first episode of Discount Bourbon Review. We're starting off with a bang already.
Get one of those real quick.
Yeah.
Do we want to do the old Grandad 114?
Yeah, let's launch into that old Grandad
Old
114.
Grandad 114. I just took a sip of it, so I already know what to expect from it.
Well, you're a little ahead of the curve then.
A little ahead of the curve, but I am very excited about it. I've been seeing it around in a lot of places, and to get my hands on it was, especially at the price we found it at, I think it was $24.
Exactly. It's definitely one of those really easy entry-level ones to get into if you can find it. And I gotta agree with you. I've been seeing it everywhere, but I just never really stopped to pick it up. There's always some other things I was looking at. Let's see.
I was very oaky on the smell.
Very
a lot
oaky to
of
start.
oak up on the up front nose.
We got small batch on here. Lot number 1. Distilled and bottled by Old Grandad Company. You know how I like that. Distilled, bottle, aged, all in one place. Kentucky Straight. They were there for at least 2 years. What are you thinking on this nose, Dylan?
I get a lot in that oak. Maybe just a little.
To me, it's a little barbecuey, a little smoky, almost
I
a
was
little bit
gonna
of that
say
red
smoky,
fruit, kind of
yeah.
cherry, just... It smells like a barbecue sauce in a way. It's not quite like tomato, but it's something red.
I can see that, yeah.
Yeah, it's a sweet red sauce. Molasses, maybe? Alright, cheers. For me, pretty smooth. Right off the get-go. I got a lot of sugars.
It's very sweet
Mhm.
up front.
Which is something a little unexpected for some 114s. Usually when we're hitting some proof like that, you kind of start feeling like a dragon.
Yeah. But no, it's very bright, very smooth. I definitely get a lot more of that red fruit flavor up front on the palate.
But I feel like that's indicative of just these higher proof whiskeys. You tend to get a little bit more of those notes across the board. What I'm really curious about is the color here, especially if we take something that we know is a little bit darker and compare it up against.
Ooh, there is a good difference in those two.
I don't know if it picks up as well. But you can see he's certainly a little bit lighter, but I wouldn't quite say he's as light as some of the stuff that we have up here. But he's a good sipper so far.
It's a very good sipper. I like that. I'm very happy that I grabbed it.
I'll go back in for another nip.
Cool. I'll tell you what, on the second go around, I definitely get a little bit more of that heat.
And I take a larger swig in my mouth as well. I definitely think there's some of that heat there. Ooh. Let's go through and rank them now. What do we think? Nose out of 10. How are you feeling?
On the nose, I'd say it's a solid 7. I really like this smell. Thank you.
I really like the nose as well. It wasn't quite as complex as some other things that I've had, but it definitely had a lot of sweetness and it didn't quite burn at the hairs too much. And I think that's at least deserving of a 5 or a 6.
Yeah, especially at a 114 proof.
114 proof and the price. Can't beat that under $30 price point. That in itself, that's 10 out of 10 right there.
Yeah.
On price.
Flavor, I would probably say about a 5 or 6. It's not bad. It is good, but it's nothing that I'm really going to write home about. You know what I mean?
Not going out of your way to get it. But if you're out there, you already got a couple things you've tried, and you're looking for something else to add to the lineup, especially in that high proof category, I think that this is certainly something worthy of picking up while you get your bearings in the high proof category.
I think it's a good one.
Overall score, for these reasons, I'm going to give it a 7. I think it's pretty above average, but nothing too special. Something worthy of stocking on a bar, though.
Overall, I'd say 6.5. I'm just about right up there with it.
You think it's mixer territory, or you think it's something to sip neat again?
I think that's sipping neat territory.
I think it's sipping neat territory.
I like that.
Old Grandad 114, 6.
6.
6.
What are we gonna go for next?